In April 2026, a mother in Illinois posted a photo online. His son's arm with second-degree burns, not from a stove, not from a firework. He'd put his squishy toy in the microwave, then squeezed it while it was still hot. The toy is called NeeDoh. It costs about $5 in the shop. That same month, on eBay, people were selling it for $500, 100 times the price, for a toy that had just burned a 9-year-old. And right beside NeeDoh, in the exact same craze, sat another toy, a blind box, shaped like a dumpling, with people hunting for the one rare, shiny version hidden inside. Something strange was happening, and it wasn't really about the toys at all. Preschool teachers across America have been buying these toys for years, not for TikTok, not to resell, but to use them in the classroom, for kids who need something to hold when the world gets loud. But by early 2026, they couldn't find a single one. Every shop was empty, not sold out for a day, sold out for months, and they weren't the only ones. Parents online were furious. One woman said her autistic daughter had used the same toy for years, but now that it was a trend, it was being resold for triple of what she used to pay. The toy hadn't changed. NeeDoh had existed since 2017, nearly 10 years, quietly on shelves. So why, in the space of a few months, did it become the most fought-over object in America? To understand that, you have to go further back than TikTok, back to Japan in 2002. A company called iBloom started making small foam toys shaped like bread and sweets, soft, squeezable, and scented. They weren't sold as toys, they were sold as something else, a way to calm down. They sat in stationary shops and capsule machines around Tokyo, aimed at teenage girls at first. Then, strangely, adults started buying them too. Office workers, grown men and women, picking one up on the way home, just to hold something soft after a long day. By 2014, Japanese schoolgirls were collecting them properly, but so were adults, quietly, on desks and in handbags. Foreign tourists started buying them by the bagful and posting them online. And then, YouTube got involved. Around 2015, creators began filming themselves squeezing these toys in slow motion, the foam sinking in, then slowly rising back up. People couldn't look away. It fed straight into the ASMR boom. Millions of views, and a squishy foam bread roll from a Tokyo gift shop started selling for hundreds of dollars on auction sites. People started calling iBloom the Chanel of the geek market, a toy selling like a handbag, and by 2017, they had crossed the ocean completely. Target, Walmart, Claire's, all stocking squishies. The global market passed $100 million within a year. But then, just as fast as it rose, it started to die. By 2019, cheap copies had flooded the shelves. Knockoffs that didn't even do the slow squeeze properly. The magic was gone. Big retailers moved on to the next big thing. But the toy never fully disappeared. It went underground, into Discord servers, into small Etsy shops. A quiet subculture kept it alive, mostly people who actually needed the thing, not just the hype. Therapists started handing them to anxious patients. Teachers kept a drawer full for kids who need to squeeze something instead of melting down. Then, at the end of 2025, one company reignited the whole thing by accident. Shilling, the company behind NeeDoh, released a small advent calendar, 24 tiny squishies, one for each day of December. And nobody at the company expected what happened next. A marketing professor later called it slow burn virality. Not one viral moment, but hundreds of small creators quietly posting squeezy videos for months. Then, all at once, it tipped. By early 2026, Google's searches for NeeDoh were beating searches for Play-Doh 10 times over. The company's own boss admitted something no toy executive wants to say out loud. They sold an entire year's worth of stock in 9 weeks. Nobody could have planned for that, not even them. And this is where it turns into something closer to a hunt. Videos started appearing, with people lining up outside toy shops before opening time. Some of them even brought lawn chairs, so shop owners started limiting purchases to 2 per customer, just to spread what little stock they had left. That other toy from the start of this video, the dumpling in the blind box, rode the exact same wave. It's called squishy dumplings. You never know which one you'll get until you open it. Families filmed their kids tearing them open, hunting for the rare shiny version. So the chase became the content, not the toy itself. But scarcity does something weird to people. The harder something is to find, the more they want it. And the more they want it, the harder it is to find. That loop pulled in people who'd never even heard of the squishies a year earlier. And when there's a shortage and desperate buyers, something always follows: fakes. Cheap factories saw the shortage and eBay prices, and they moved fast. Counterfeits started appearing on Temu, on AliExpress, on unofficial listings, made to look almost identical to the real thing. Shilling put out a public warning: don't trust anything from those sites. But for some families, it was already too late. In June 2026, trading standards officers in the UK pulled a batch of copycat squishy dumplings off shelves in Cardiff. Lab tests found the outer layer contained benzene, a known carcinogen, at 4 times the legal limit. That same year, another squishy line was recalled in America, this one filled with sand, tested, and found to contain asbestos. In Denmark, regulators tested 12 different squishy toys, pulled straight from shop shelves. All 12 released harmful chemicals when squeezed. Not 1 or 2, all 12. So Denmark pulled every squishy toy from the market and told people to just bin them. But there was one more thing. Videos that started going around showing kids microwaving their squishy toys to make them softer and more satisfying to squeeze. That's the trend the boy from the start of this video had seen. His NeeDoh split open in his hands, boiling gel, pouring onto his skin. The same toy that was at that exact moment listed for $500 on eBay. But let me make it clear, NeeDoh says specifically not to heat the item at all. A toy designed in Japan over 20 years ago to help people feel calm ended up burning a child in Illinois in 2026. Not because the toy was dangerous by design, but because the moment something becomes scarce, factories rush in to copy it cheaply, and nobody checks what's inside anymore. Somewhere, a preschool teacher is still looking, still checking the shelves every week for the toys she used to buy without thinking twice. The people who actually need squishies, for anxiety, for autism, for a way to sit still in a loud world, were the ones to be pushed out first by people who just wanted to say that they had one. The toy never changed. Same foam, same slow rise, same few dollars it always cost. What changed was us, the second we were told we couldn't have it.